Hey guys, I'm out here at a local farm out in the field, and I know it's close to town. It's probably going to be developed at some time or another. Anyway, hopefully to find something. One of the early pioneers from this area actually owned this farm, so and it's close enough to town. I could have got some of the town stuff. So wish me luck. Hopefully you find something cool. Alright guys, got my first find. It was a penny. I'm surprised to find any coin out here. 1984 it says, so it's not that old, but definitely I'll take it. Hopefully you can find something else that's cool. On to the next. Well, this was unexpected. I found a quarter out here, and it's only it's a 1975 quarter, if you can see that. Yeah. Anyway, it was ringing up 77 to 82 or so. And yeah, well, you never know when you find money. Well, can you hear it's getting windy? It's supposed to be a huge storm coming to Ontario tomorrow, a big windstorm. It's supposed to cause big lake waves, like 17 feet waves. Anyways, out here in the field, and I come across a farming implement that's tying off a cultivator. And over here there's tons of pop cans. I don't know why, I guess they blow over here from the town. Anyway, well, sorry about the wind. Let's see if we can find some more before it gets too windy. Well, I find it crazy that I'd find a penny out here. It's not even old, it's a modern penny. Can't tell what date it is though. Anyway, not far from where I found that quarter, the lost quarter. Anyway, well, maybe there's more money right around here. That'd be cool. Okay, well, that's not too inspiring, but it is a bit older than the other things I found. Can't really tell what it is. It's a rim off something. And it's round, or curved. Anyway, I don't know if there's going to be too much old right here. I kind of thought there would be. I saw a discoloration in an aerial map, or an aerial photo. And thought maybe there'd be something pretty cool along here. Doesn't look like it. I think I might just keep going to the end of the field here, and then that'll be it. Alright, unless I run across something cool, like some square nails. Alright, on to the next. Well, here's a little bit of modern junk again. If you look close, it says lip gloss right there. First ingredient says lanolin. Anyway, but it's metal. It's kind of a funny case. Don't see them like that anymore. Usually now they're plastic. Well, back on the way to the car, and I brought this back to life. It's a cultivator tine tooth. Pretty worn down. Usually they're about twice as long as that. Anyway, yeah, that wasn't very deep either. It's right there on the surface, just under the surface. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Catch you later. Well, I'm up here close to the road and I ran into this. This is a chain link. It doesn't look like one, but you can tell it's been pulled and stretched apart. It used to be joined right there and there. It might have been a little chunk broke out, but anyway, yeah, I recognize what that would be because we used to have that happen at my place all the time. Well, we're kind of close to the road. Would have been a wet spot. I can imagine they tried to pull something out right here. Okay guys, just wanted to show you all the junk I found at that farm site. I was trying to see if there's anything old in that one spot, and I think I was a little disappointed. Look at that bag, it's just full of garbage. So I have a good explanation. I was talking to Brian, the farmer. Interesting, both farms I have the permissions, I have the name of the farmer is Brian. Anyway, that's kind of neat. Yeah, look at all that trash that came out of my bag. Most of it, Brian says, probably was dumped on the field because they took the old leaf litter from the curbs in the town here and just dumped it on his field, which is fine, he said, because it gives nice compost for the field. And all these cans and things, he said they probably came from that leaf litter. And I found a few modern coins, and I said, well, that was probably in the leaf litter too. So anyway, it was fun going over that spot, but a little frustrating because most of it was just garbage. Okay guys, so I just wanted to give you a little insight on research, and this is a neat website right here. You can see the address right there. It says ontario.heritagepin.com, and it's a pretty cool resource. Neat thing about it, you can go anywhere in Ontario here, click on a township, and find out some information, maps, all kinds of things that you can find here. So let's take, how about this area here where Brampton is, in Mississauga. If you were allowed to go and search metal detect in Mississauga, it'd be great, but I know you're not. Anyway, so let's say you go here around Brampton, Chinquacusi South Township. You get this, and then you have spots where you have maps with names. You can find pre-Confederation patent maps, subscription maps, and then after Confederation, right? So let's take a peek and see what's available there. Alright, so there's an number 51, Chinquacusi, it says on the right there. I think down at the bottom it says 1851 or 7. Well, I think that's a tough one to call there. And you can find, if you can read some of this stuff, awesome. I think that one says Edward Armstrong right there. Yeah, so look at all that old information about who lived where and so on, right? So that's kind of an interesting resource. And then if you look here, you got directories. So the directories are interesting to me in that you might find out some agricultural information or survey information. This one here is kind of neat. It says 1837 Toronto City and Home District. That's pretty old. So you went there, you can see what that's all about. This comes from the Toronto Public Library. So that's neat. These aren't stored on the Heritage Property Index website, but they're accessed, so it's like a portal. Alright, so City of Toronto Commercial Directory and Register in 1837. So you might be able to find a business name and so on. Cool. You can go right to Chinquacusi right there again. Right, so it was split up in east and west, and now it's, I imagine, east, west, south, and north. Something like that. Right? So that's interesting information. And the other thing that was there, I didn't really see much information, is census. So yeah, there's the agricultural census. Alright, so, well, you got all those different censuses and so on in Ontario. Very cool. Alright, now, the best information comes from people. So, here I was searching. This is a property I have permission to go and search on. And here I was over here in this area next to this woodlot. There's a woodlot over here, and I noticed some interesting discolorations in here and so on. I thought, it's got to be something really cool, like old building or something in there. So I decided first to go and check along here, and it's interesting because he just sold this front property here, and so I searched along back and forth, and all I found was modern trash. So I was like, well, that's crazy. Why would it be just modern trash? So went and talked with him, and Brian said, well, come to think of it, I should have told you this earlier, but the town used to dump their litter trash all over the place, and of course leaf litter trash is going to have all kinds of pop cans and trash like that in it. So anyway, and then again, talking to him, he said some things about his property. So I searched all up around the house here, found some interesting things, a toy car, found a spoon, silver spoon along here, and found an old spoon handle in this area. So I'm going to be searching this a little bit more. And then he has this area over here. I've searched back and forth. There's nothing in here. But stuff on this side of the tree, which is really cool. And he said to me, you should be searching over here because there was an old drive shed that's been there, or was there as long as he remembered, and probably quite long before that, because he said it was old when he was young. So they tore that down, and in here it's hard to dig. There's a lot of stones, and of course big trash too, like big pieces of sheet metal and aluminum and so on, right? So anyway, yeah. You kind of wonder what this thing is. I think that's a manure pit. Yeah. Or it looks pretty trashy too. I was thinking that might be an old barn, but come to think of it, he used to have cattle, and that's probably where that was all stored. And one more place I wanted to search on his place is he had some strawberry picking fields back in here. I thought that might be an interesting thing to go look for. Some stuff there. So anyway, just to say, it's fine and dandy doing all this online research and looking at aerial satellite images and so on, but the best source of information that I have found to be true is talking to people who remember what was there.
Okay guys, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of heads up on the search mode that I used in the last video. So I wanted to show you, I was in the new Park 1 setting. So hey, if you notice, I just hit the settings button, and you notice it's not going right back to that so fast. The old complaint was, oh, it would be like 5 seconds later, you couldn't even decide what you were going to do, and it would disappear on you, and you'd have to do the whole thing over again, you know, scooting through all the settings. And so now it's delayed longer, and if you want to go back quick, just hit the up button and it goes back. So, well, there you go. So I have had it in level 7, which is the new depth setting. So it's supposed to be able to go deeper, but it has a slow response time. So I had to train myself to swing slower and take slow steps as I was walking along. After working with the Simplex before, you had to swing quite quick to get good signals, and so now you have this setting, you have to swing a lot slower. Find it pretty deep, and of course this area the searching was pretty trashy, so I had actually taken and notched out 0 to 20, and that left open the large iron items, so I was digging a lot of my high tone signals.
Back at the farm, and I checked out a different area the other day. It didn't really pan out, and had an idea that something might be there, but it didn't really. So today I got to check out in front of the farm here, see what that will do. Alright, well, wish me luck. Okay guys, well, I just been working on the new Park 1 mode on the Simplex, and it's pretty good in this area. It's not too trashy. I turned off some of the iron signals, the low ferrous signals, and that eliminates a lot of the noise. And this here came up as an 80 signal. I've got a button. It says Superior Warranted. And you look at the back, there was a shank, a pretty big sizable shank that's broken off. It's a fairly thick button. I thought it was going to be a 2-piece button, but it's one. And if you look carefully right there. It looks like a horse on the symbol of the company. Now, it might be a horse button. I wonder what it would be exactly. We'll wait till we get home. Alright, well that's really cool. It's a button brought back to life. On to the next. Alright, so way down in the hole there's this little piece of wood, and it was sitting on top of this thing. And that's that aluminum green shovel, so it's not that old. It says Alumite 8, and they always broke off because people overused them. Anyway, that's a pretty neat relic. Well, this is a bit of a garbagey spot. Got some broken glass, some others came out and spilled some wood here. I think this is a bit of a garbage dump, but this looks like it could be a lid from an old stove. Alright, interesting. Alright, well, I got a sickle mower tooth here, or blade. This would have been, that looks like it's been broken off. Would have been attached up here, and they'd go back and forth like this and chop the grass or straw or whatever. Alright, anyway, on to the next. Alright, I just found this collar or something. It was ringing up in the 50s. I thought it might be aluminum or something, but it's definitely metal, cast iron. Yeah, anyway, on to the next. Alright, we got a penny. Yay. Well, the only problem is it's not that old. There's a fairly modern Queen Elizabeth on that, and you can't see the date, but yeah, not sure exactly if that's copper or not. Can't tell because of the date, but yeah, it was ringing up 79 to 81, and of course there's other trash in here too, but penny, yay. Alright, another deep old relic right here. It was down, I just pulled it out actually. The very tip of this hook was sticking out, and I was able to grab it and pull it up from there. Yeah, so this I believe is some kind of horse tack. Yeah, but it's fairly modern because it's squared off and rounded. Yeah, anyway, well, big and unique. Well, I found this. The funny part about it is it almost still works. It moves. That's a big old hinge. The farmer here, he said that right about this spot in this area right here, there's a big old drive shed. So this could have been off of that. Alright, look at all the stuff I have to deal with in this ground. It's quite an assortment of rocks and pebbles and stuff in there. And so I've been digging and digging. This beautiful signal 95. I can just start to see it. And that looks pretty neat. I'm kind of thinking buckle. I gotta pry it out of there. Alright, well, let me get back to you when I'm done. Alright, there she is. Big old buckle, look at that, that's beautiful. Definitely horse tack. Neat. Right on, that was deep, eh? Alright guys, so I'm back at Brian's farm here, and digging lots of big things over in this stony patch. Look at this thing. It's huge. It looks cast iron, and yeah, I don't think I'm going after it. It's so hard to dig in here anyway with all the stones and everything. But look at this stuff. I hardly even want to touch it. It's kind of like a clay. I don't know. It almost looks like it was something man-made put down in there. Anyway, well, let's abandon that one and see what else we could find. Alright, on to the next. Hey guys, well, I decided to get up closer to the house, and lo and behold, look what I found. That's a spoon handle. Definitely old. It was down there pretty good too. Good 6 inches. Right on. Well, that's pretty cool. Spoon handle brought back to life. Alright, well this was ringing up 65 to 70, and it's fairly deep. Anyway, got myself a big old iron buckle. Yeah, that's kind of neat. Well, you guys see that on top of the hill there? There's looks like it might be a squished old lighter or something. I can see a little bit of writing on it, so I'm gonna get my bottle out and spray it off. See if there's anything that comes out. Okay. Don't see anything. Well, yeah, there's something there. It's a circle. Kind of interesting. This side doesn't show much. Yeah. The other side seems to have a little bit more painted on it. Right there. You guys see that? That's pretty cool. Alright, well, when we get home, we get it cleaned up a bit better. You see the top here has something. That's why I'm thinking it was a lighter or something. You can see that top. Alright, well, something cool brought back to life.